my mind racing. Got potential, God forbid that I ever waste it. Overthinking, silent killer, don't die waiting. God knows it's harder to grow, procrastinating. Got so much love for this game, it's annihilating. I ain't even rapping no more, these conversations. Get it off the muscle, no matter how much the weight is. Gotta get some hustle, cause talent don't always make it. Even if it's late, don't matter because I paid it. Even if you hate, don't matter because you played it. I remember teachers saying I wouldn't make it. Now they in the bleachers at every graduation. Different stages, gradually we elevating. Motivation.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We're ready to brighten the weekend with some Saturday night basketball. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kelly. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, BA, proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Spencer Dinwiddie, Davis out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Daniel Gafford, and it's Thompson in at the 2. Now here's Dinwiddie. On the wing, Thompson. On the wing, Davis. Leonard defending. Davis against Leonard. Davis can't hit. Now here's Harden. He's closely guarded. Dunn. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Boy, how about Chris Dunn getting the ball in a great spot, making the deep attempt look elementary.
Pass to Davis. And just about a minute into this first quarter. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
It's Powell on the wing from behind the arc. Gafford grabs the miss. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for Dallas. 6-point game. The last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
Three-pointer, Harden. Rebound, Anthony Davis. For Dallas, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. The Clippers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And down it goes, 2 points.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
And he goes in for the dunk.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jones is checked in, and Dallas with a change here too. Christie's checked in. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Gafford over Leonard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Good on the second one. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
And it's Gafford missing. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 13-5 run.
Oh, I really like how Dunn draws these fouls. He's actually excellent at getting defenders to foul him.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, BA.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Thompson outside. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. And timeout called by Ty Lue. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Simmons is checked in for Dunn. And here are the top playmakers over the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Spencer Dinwiddie, 3rd.
He's making a lot of friends with the way he's been moving the ball, setting up his teammates nicely in their favorite spots.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Outside Simmons. And the 3 off target.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Thompson. And he lays it up and in.
As his career has developed, Clay has added this to his arsenal, becoming more than just a shooter.
Here's Powell. Gafford with the block. A minute 37 left in the first quarter. And that one's good. Thompson.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
How? It's good.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Thompson. Now here's Davis. The fader. Ben Simmons grabs the board. The Clippers lead by 10. Puts up a deep 3. No good there. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Dinwiddie passes to Davis. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones, and he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Marshall comes in for Anthony Davis. And Williams is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Here's Thompson. Not a good performance from him in that loss to the Clippers. Here's Williams. Softly drops in the floater.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. From deep, here's Simmons. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Williams from long range. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard looking around. Over Williams. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed.
And so it's Los Angeles With an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break, defense is setting the tone. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Kawhi is the 3 with Jones playing the 4. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. To the middle. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
You can tell Lively knows his position well, knows how to be efficient as the roll man.
Three-pointer, Harden. Lively grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 15. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Knocks it down from distance. Williams has got 5. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Let's take a look at the best defenses in the league over the last 10 games. Los Angeles, second.
They're on a great run defensively, treating every possession with a sense of urgency.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Here's Williams. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter. Harden against Williams. The 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Some room here for Williams. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 7 tonight. Powell for 3. Lively grabs a miss. Mavericks trail by 16. Williams in the post. Defended by Harden. Williams misses. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Shot by Leonard, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team. Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And one thing they've done well is take care of the ball. That's their first turnover of the game.
So for Dallas, Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Davis comes in for Martin. And it's Hardy in for Christie. Harden surveying the D. And Los Angeles, another 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Williams misses.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Dallas. And Dallas calls time here. Nice game. What a performance by James Harden.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here. And I think they got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Washington's checked in for Marshall. Klay Thompson comes in for Hardy. And Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Williams. Gafford finds Washington. Back to Gafford. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Jones, his shot is good.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Dinwiddie passes to Thompson. There's Davis with the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Harden. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Davis. Over Jones. Again, the miss by Dallas.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Will it go? Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Dinwiddie doing damage with the rock in his hands. The defender just unable to keep up.
Harden. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Jones against Washington. Back to Thompson. From downtown. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, which should help them cut into that deficit.
Leonard inside. Washington's there. Misses in close. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Thompson finds Gafford. Dinwiddie outside. The 3 from Washington. Offensive rebound. And Davis slams it home.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation.
The hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
28.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
When I look at the Mavericks, they've had a drop-off that I don't think anybody predicted. Came into the season with high hopes. The chemistry just hasn't been there from the beginning. It's a disappointing year.
And as for our game here, we have to talk about James Harden. That was quite a first-half performance. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So the Mavericks 5 right now. Thompson out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Washington in at the 3, the small forward.
Harden is one of the most lethal penetrators in the game and excels at finding lanes to the rim.
Thompson scanning the floor. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Jones grabs the board.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Good on the shot. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
You know, a little bit of contact will not bother Leonard at all. I mean, he's so strong as a player. It's part of the deal for him.
To the inside. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion, and he's still one of the top 15